Good morning. Thanks for joining us for the News 12 FastCast. I'm Nick Produm. 7:30 on our Tuesday, October 29th. We start off today with a developing story out of Jefferson County. An arrest has been made in the shooting death of a Rennes teenager back in 2023. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office and GBI charging 31-year-old Jesse Brown Jr. on your screen now for the death of 19-year-old Kaya Shields. We've been tracking this case since it first happened. More than a year ago, Shields was asleep in her mother's home when a gunshot came through the wall and hit her. On the one-year anniversary, her mother, Sharika Pitts, spoke about the outpouring of support. She says the pain hurts just as badly as if it were yesterday.
It's heartbreaking, and it's disappointing that someone, took her life at an early age. She was 19. She had so much to live for.
When justice is served, she says she still plans on celebrating Kaya, even opening up a scholarship in her name in the near future. Brown is being held in the Jefferson County Jail. This is an ongoing investigation, with the Sheriff's Office anticipating more arrests to come. A 56-year-old woman is dead from a single car accident on Sunday. The Richmond County coroner says Gianna Jones died after her car ran off the eastbound ramp at Gordon Highway and the Bobby Jones Expressway into a wooded area and then rolled over. An autopsy has been scheduled. New details are shedding light on a high-speed chase that seriously injured a Richmond County investigator. This is 19-year-old Omarion Stewart. He's in jail facing multiple charges, including aggravated assault on a police officer and carjacking. Deputies say this is all in connection to Thursday's crash at Gordon Highway and Bayvale Road. Officials say Stewart arranged a meeting to conduct a transaction earlier in that day when he got in the front passenger seat, pointed a gun at the victim, and then drove off with another suspect. Deputies say investigator Christopher Brown and Nicholas Boyd learned where the car was and tried to recover it during a high-speed chase. During that chase, state troopers say Brown and Boyd crashed into each other. Troopers say 4 people were sent to the hospital, including the 2 deputies. No word on the other suspect just yet. It's been a little over a month since Hurricane Helene came barreling through our area. It affected many of our lives and landscapes, and when you go through some neighborhoods, all you see are cut down trees at the end of yards. Crews are working in the river region to remove all of that debris. One Augusta man says he's finding joy throughout the cleanup process.
All the utilities are back, safe and sound. It was a learning experience. It was a trying experience. The first time I've had to go down to a creek and pull water out with a 5-gallon bucket so we could flush our toilets.
Columbia County says it has up to 76 trucks out every day. Leaders tell us they're working on heat maps to concentrate on areas hit the hardest. Richmond and Columbia counties are asking you to make sure you only put vegetative debris on the side of the road. Across the river in North Augusta, City Council is approving 2 separate contractors for debris removal, that being Southern Disaster Recovery and Tetra Tech Inc. to monitor the cleanup on city roads. Leaders also approving contract negotiations for R&R Tree Service to help cut trees and help with debris removal and disposal. Tonight, you have a chance to say thank you to first responders and linemen who helped the community after Hurricane Helene came through. The Boys and Girls Club of Greater Augusta is hosting a night of action with food, music, and games. This will be at the Support Center from 6 to 8. A vote to renew a school tax is on the ballot for November 5th. We talked about the school penny tax for the Aiken County Public School District and let you know how some of that money would be spent if renewed. The community had a chance to ask questions and share their thoughts at a meeting last night. District leaders say they're expected to pour about $285 million into the district. We spoke with the superintendent, who told us it's all about growth in Aiken County.
Well, Aiken County is growing, and so we need to be prepared to grow with it. And so this penny sales tax is how we address our capital needs. And so if we don't have a plan in place to expand our current schools, then we're going to fall behind.
Now, this is just a renewal. If voters decide not to approve it, then it won't be up for consideration until the next general election. South Carolinians, you have 5 days left to cast a ballot early. Early voting centers will have the door open from 8:30 to 6. You can go to the elections office, the North Augusta Community Center, Aiken County Roy Warner Park, or the Odell Weeks Recreational Center. In Edgefield County, the Board of Voter Registration and Elections Office is an early voting center. So is the Sweetwater Community Center. The only early voting center in McCormick County is the Board of Voter Registration and Elections Office. In Georgia, Richmond County early voting is now through Friday. Voting locations locations are open from 8:30 to 6. You can go to the municipal building to vote early or drop off an absentee ballot in the drop box there. You can also vote early at the Henry Brigham, Robert Howard, and Warren Road community centers. In Columbia County, early voting is from 8 to 6 until Friday as well. You can go to building G3, the former Uchee Creek Library, and the school district support department complex. A reminder, there's going to be a detour set up at Wilds Road between the Augusta Mall and North Leg Road. City leaders say it's for repairs by the railroad tracks and could last about a week starting today. So expect heavy delays while passing through that area. Slow but steady progress continues on I-20 road work as the project looks like it'll stretch into the new year. Drivers may have noticed an extra lane on the westbound side yesterday, and we're told eastbound will get that same treatment around Thanksgiving. Officials say after the lanes are open, the focus will be on adding the finishing touches, things like guardrails and signage. A big message GDOT wanted to share with you. Thank you for your patience.
Just thanking the public. It has been a long journey. And finally getting to this stage, we're announcing a milestone of really having half of that capacity there and delivered to you as of early this morning. You know, we hope you enjoy it, and just thanks for bearing with us.
Construction on this project began back in 2019, and it was first expected to finish in 2022. Now, there's a chance to join FEMA as an employee. Tomorrow, there's going to be a job fair in Augusta for the opportunities in the federal agency. That's going to be at the May Park Community Center from 9:30 to 4. You'll learn how to navigate usajobs.gov and what you'll need on your resume. There's going to be access to a computer there. There are job fairs happening today. Aiken Tech will have theirs in the gym from 10 to 1. That's in Building B. And Goodwill Industries of the Upstate and Midlands will have one in Saluda from 10 to 2. That'll be set up around the St. Paul Methodist Church on East Butler Avenue. Augusta Tech's State of the College address is set for today. The president is expected to highlight the college's successes during the academic year. That'll be at the Jack B. Patrick Information Technology Center at 11. The Parks and Rec Department is hosting more Halloween events this week. Today, there's a trunk or treat at the Carrie J. Mays Community Center from 5 to 7. Tomorrow, a Boo Bash is going to be at the Henry Brigham Community Center from 6 to 8. Thursday, you can take your kids to a trunk or treat at May Park from 5 to 7. That's everything you need to know on the news side of things this morning. Let's send it over now to First Alert meteorologist Tim Strong for a check at your weather.
Well, sun coming up shortly here. Ought to be a beautiful day. A little bit of clear skies for right now, but clouds will kind of start moving in the picture. We've got a nice look over the Thurman Dam this morning, and we bring it back out to Grovetown. Looks a little bit hazy off in the distance, maybe some tree-lined fog, but most of our visibility has been about perfect here. As cool as 51 now with that north wind at 5. There's been some seasonal average lows to above average temperatures, anywhere between 47 to 57. You got to go farther down south of I-20 to find those upper 50s in Sylvania and Allendale, but right around McDuffie, Columbia, Richmond, Aiken County, we've stayed around that 50-degree mark even. High temps today expected to be seasonal with a mix of sun and clouds, kind of more sunshine early in the day with temperatures topping out between 73 and 75 degrees. Now, temperatures like we're seeing today, coming to an end, it looks like, for the rest of the week, because it's all about warming up in the 80s tomorrow and Thursday being Halloween and the final day of October. Very dry outlook and a warm one up through the start of the weekend. Lows in the mid to upper 50s. And we do have the time change, remember, coming back to standard time. We get an hour of sleep there into early Sunday morning. Have a great day, everybody.